you know the audience who, and let's see the picture, the cat. Who you gonna be? You gonna be the big or low, and you know yourself, you know your strength, you know your passion. The most sustainable business come from your passion, believe me. If you have your passion, you don't see the clock. You work overnight. Whatever the problem not overcome, you will still thinking. But if you work for money, when the problem hard, you give up.
Correct.
That no innovations turn up, right? So just follow the audience. But one slide of mine is the teamwork. Nowadays, you got a lot of knowledge of one business. You cannot hold at one. If you can find a good one and have a fair share of portion of business, so everyone happy, everyone look after, and everyone think I'm gonna be the owner. So you share, and sometimes people don't know the IT. The new generation know IT, but you know idea. But the way to do the new business is IT. You just connect it. But it takes time for you, for us to learn the technology maybe lifetime. Next life you not understand. So use a teamwork as a small part, and then you get bigger. Is that the answer?
Very nice, thank you guys. Next question please. Awesome conversation so far, I must say.
My name is Mohammed Bilal and I'm from Z Consulting Group. My question is to Mr. Hizam, right? Okay, you have explained rightly that indeed we are living in the age of digital economy, and recently we have seen so many innovative ideas, especially in the financial world. So one of it is like, which is based on this cryptocurrencies or blockchain technology. So in your opinion, how do you see its future in Malaysia, and how general public can take benefit out of it? Thank you.
Do you have a fintech company right now?
Not exactly.
Okay.
I have huge interest in cryptocurrencies.
Sure. I think as we move, we are already in Industrial Revolution 4.0. Whatever that means, right? It's I think a bunch of people in McKinsey or Boston Consulting Group have been making tons of money developing all these wonderful terminologies. But whatever it is, cryptocurrency or blockchain are going to come. Every single thing are being disrupted right now. If you look at transportation, it's always an obvious example because of Uber and Grab in Southeast Asia. I think financial industry is at the brink of being disrupted. And usually people don't like disruption. Right? When innovation comes about, and I think Professor Anil mentioned about it earlier, Uber and Grab have major challenges in many parts of the world. People are just not willing to move from something that they are comfortable with. And in financial world, cryptocurrency is an example actually. There was an announcement made by China that they're going to be banning ICO. But does that mean that it's going to stop? Bank Negara has issued a public statement to say that cryptocurrency is currently a non-legal tender. Not in any words that Bank Negara refers to cryptocurrency as an illegal tender. And it's not regulated, right? It is not regulated. What does that mean? The way I interpret that is, as a regulator like Bank Negara, they're not going to be stopping innovation. And they shouldn't be actually. But of course, innovation in any verticals, in any industry, there will be repercussions to it, just like what happened to taxi drivers right now. If I were you, I was once an entrepreneur, it didn't work out for me. If I were you, if you want to get into cryptocurrency, you want to get into blockchain, it's the right time right now, but be prepared. Be prepared to go through various forms of obstacles. There will be times when you're going to be hit by regulators and say that whatever you're doing are illegal, right? in general, I think it's going to be there. Cryptocurrency is already happening right now. In some parts of the world, blockchain has been implemented not just within the financial industry, it has been implemented across industries right now. If you were to be moving towards that direction, I wish you good luck. But as a purveyor, as an agency that spearheads the digital economy in Malaysia, we are 100% committed in looking at how cryptocurrency and blockchain can be made applicable in various contexts in Malaysia.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, please, bro.
A very good point, a very good response you gave. One of the startups that I'm trying to mentor at the moment is that when you have a blockchain for cryptocurrency, you can bring new value. So let's say there's a $1 that I paid for something, but something has given me a lot of satisfaction. I add 50 cents to that as a goodwill, as my happiness quotient.
Right.
So now it is 1.5 worth value, though I have paid $1. So when next time it is traded, people see that I have added value to that. So the blockchain can bring a lot of goodness, good ethical contributions. When people do a good term to somebody, same money given to a needy person can become more valuable, and that value can be captured in blockchain. Earlier, in the currency, there was no way to do that. So this is bringing new concepts, absolutely new concepts in the marketplace, and I agree with you, 100% agree with you, that the young people should really experiment. Can it be used for patients in epidemic? Where you can track who is the critical patient, who is taking that contribution that is being made for transportation, can that become more valuable than what the physical currency would have done that? So timeliness, social need, can these be valued more than what would have? This is where I think we should experiment.
But just to put it into context to audiences that may not be too familiar with blockchain and the conversation that the two gentlemen is talking about, it's to not be too bogged down by the definition. It's to just appreciate the concept of what blockchain does, which is what Prof. Anil was actually pretty much amplified. And then appreciating the concept, even though you may not know the technology per se, right? May not know how to treat that particular technology per se, but appreciating the concept allows you to innovate business models. Because that's what Prof just described just now, adding the value on top. And then going out to the people that knows those technology that's coming out from the MDAC and so forth, to be able to define to them, look, I want to be able to do this, I want to create this value, I want to do this. Can you design something that works towards what I want to do? And that's the value add. So just for audiences that's not too familiar with it, just to make sure that everyone is in the same frame again. Great responses, gentlemen. Next, please.
Hello everybody, my name is Abdullah. I'm a student from the University of Technology Petronas. I'm coming from an engineering background. To be honest, I'm really interested in entrepreneurship, and your talks have made me even more interested. However, there's too much content out there for me to know where to start. So I wanted to know what is the best door to open to let me into the entrepreneurial world, and even better if it's sustainable. This question is projected to all of you since you're all basically PhD.
So your question is, because there's too many stuff going on outside, where do you start?
Pretty much.
Start with finding a program that can refine your ideas. Start by identifying the passion or problems that you want to solve. Then, by natural effect, if you ask me, it will either lead you to the right organizations. And even just on the stage here, in the Malaysian context.
Or become an intern with a startup.
Fair?
That's the best way to learn.
That's true. That's
Learn
true.
through the hardship that the entrepreneur is going through and get the lessons of life.
Very true too.
If I may add, Magic is a good platform, but I know that you are a foreigner, right?
Yeah.
So Malaysian government has a program called Malaysian Tech Entrepreneurs Program right now, where it enables you to be legal as an entrepreneur in Malaysia, right? And get a residence pass from 1 year all the way up to 5 years.
Just introduce.
Right? I'm doing a bit of a promotions here.
What is the condition?
Condition is pretty simple. 1 year professional pass where if you have an idea, of course it needs to have some backups as well. We don't want to be bringing any Tom, Dick or Harry into the country, right? And if you have and establish, in your case, you are studying here right now, and if you completed your study and want to be an entrepreneur, you can join that program actually. And if you're an established entrepreneur, let's say you have a business in Estonia or in India, you're looking at Malaysia as a new market, right? You can apply for an established entrepreneur's visa pass, right? That gives you a resident pass of up to 5 years for you to set up your business in Malaysia.
Good market expansion for the honeybee network.
It is. We'll talk about it after this, Professor.
Just now, there's a powerful idea.
It is.
Powerful idea of inviting entrepreneurial talent from around the world to your country.
We believe that diversity breeds creativity,
Very true.
right? And within the physical communities, if it were just to be among Malaysians,
And
you know,
it makes your task easier.
yeah.
Yes.
All right. So it's on www.mtep.my. Go and find out about
MTEP,
yes,
yeah.
mtep.my. Go and find out more about it.
All right, thank you.
Awesome. I hope that addresses your question, bro. Cool. Next, please.
Hi, my name is Farha. I'm the operations manager for Kampung Karyawan Malim. It's a resort near the Goa Purong, yeah?
Okay.
So I would like to direct your attention to Hudson's slide, because I realized that it mentioned about growth and failure. Because I believe that it is actually important for the new entrepreneur to fail. Failure is actually a very stigma topic, if you realize. People seem to actually brush it off. And I actually wish all of the new entrepreneur to fail. Because without failure, they would not know how to overcome the failure or to actually lift themselves from this slump. Therefore, Hudson, would you please tell me one of your failure stories?
So I got a lot of failure. All the project, I got failure. I believe that no one at the first time you catch the bicycle and you can ride the bicycle. So everyone have to fail the bicycle before you can ride the bicycle. But the thing is that it's come from my passion. My passion, I never let them down because I work tirelessly. I sleep, I thinking how to overcome. I wake up, I happily think of how to overcome. And I'm eating, I think of what I'm doing. And I'm also thinking, what are they doing? What are the better than me? And what are the weaker than me? And how I develop. You can use this question a lot frequently, repeatedly. If you fail, and there will be space, there will be a gap, because the world changing every day, every minute, every second. You think it's today, you think it's the best tomorrow, but over how many million people also think the same, and who act first? You think and you sleep, and tomorrow I can act again, and the other also think the same. They act now. This world is like this, and they now they got connection with IT. They act and they sail over the world, right? Now you have to know what the world are you living is changing. So if you know and how you overcome, if you think you try to practice as I said, the failure is you bye you, and you will get a new idea because it's happening. But the truth is you have to find your passion first. Thank you. Is that my question, my answer?
If I can just rephrase, you said just now you wish that all new entrepreneurs fail just now?
Yes.
Perhaps to reframe that from a more positive context.
So let me just rephrase that. I wish all the new entrepreneurs to face failure, because in order for you to overcome struggles or hurdles, you need to face failure. Then
Sure.
you would know how to overcome it.
Thanks.
There are two examples I can give. One is fail fast. Sometimes it's a good strategy to get out of a business which is not working out.
Yeah.
Many times entrepreneurs continue to persist with an idea.